Hi guys, it's week 9 of the English Premier League and the punditry team are here and have got you covered once again with all 10 score predictions, first of which is going to be the North London derby predicted by Mark Hill. Please like, subscribe and comment on the videos, otherwise Mark will be round, not to beat you up but to run all over your grass because that's what a real hard man does. Enjoy it guys.
Hi guys, this is my prediction for week 9, Arsenal versus Spurs. It will be a close game. Both teams will obviously want to go for the win to keep their good form up. Both teams come in good form. Obviously Saka being really involved yesterday with the Germany game, getting England back into the game. He will be brimming with confidence. Spurs, coming in with a 6-2 win last week. But for this game, my prediction is going to be a 1-1 draw.
Bournemouth versus Brentford. First game back after the international break, so form's not really a factor here. Bournemouth have had a turbulent season so far. Already got rid of one manager. Not quite sure that they have the squad to cut it in the Premier League. Brentford starting to establish themselves as a Premier League side, but maybe going through a little bit of second season syndrome. Brentford are much the better team here, albeit they are playing away from home. I would imagine them to sneak the win here. And give them some momentum going into the next group of fixtures. I think this one could be a 2-1 to Brentford.
Week 9 Premier League predictions. I've been given Crystal Palace, Chelsea, London derby. Obviously after the international break, so I think a lot of it will depend on which players have been away and which players come back fit. But we've obviously before the break, Tuchel got sacked and brought in Graham Potter. It'll be interesting to see how he gets on there. I think he should say it Brighton another season, but I suppose when a big club comes knocking and you're ambitious like he is, and it's a no-brainer that he's going to go there. He's been given 5 years, whether it lasts how long remains to be seen. But I'm looking forward to seeing what transpires there with him. Whether he'll get the project and philosophy going there like he had at Brighton. But this one, I think, again, I keep saying it could be any one of the 3 results. Palace doing okay and they're at home, so they have that advantage. Chelsea need a win. No matter how they get it, they just need a win. Get them going, I think. But I'm just going to sit on the fence this one. I think it'll be a score draw, so I'm going to go 2-2.
Fulham versus Newcastle, week 9 of the Premier League. Fulham have had an absolutely fantastic start to this season. They've proved everyone wrong. And it could be finally the season where they stay in the Premier League for more than 1 year. Still very long way to go, and this can change, we know that. Newcastle, again, what a start. No, they haven't actually. They've drawn every game apart from 2 where they've lost and won. It's not a bad start, but they need to start winning. They've become draw specialists, and they should be beating Bournemouth at home. Come on, let's be serious. This will be a good game. I expect goals. I expect both teams to score. I think the easy one is to put a draw here. But again, you know me, imagination is my middle name. And I don't follow the narrative, and I'm going to go for an away win here. Not because I've got an issue with Fulham, because Fulham have been better, and I think they'll do okay. But doesn't mean they'll win every game, they will lose games. So I'll go Newcastle to win this one, 3-2.
Liverpool v Brighton. This is a good opportunity for Liverpool now to show everyone how good they are. They were not so consistent before the international break. Brighton have a new manager. No one knows who he is. They were overachieving before Potter left, and now they may very well struggle. This is quite simple here. It's a home win, and I think it's going to be 4-0 to Liverpool.
So I've got Southampton versus Everton this weekend. Now the Premier League is back underway. Graham has asked me to use some imagination with this fixture, probably because he reckons I'm a fave backer, but that's neither nor there. But to be fair, I can't see how I can use much imagination when I think this fixture has draw written all over it. So the only way I can use some imagination is maybe it's going to be like an 8-all draw, something which I can't see happening. So I'm probably going to go 0-0 draw.
West Ham v Wolves. Both teams have started the season dreadfully. West Ham sitting in 18th on 4 points. Wolves sitting in 17th with 6 points. West Ham, compared to last season, completely different. Got themselves into Europe, they were playing some good football, and they're a tough team to be at home. This season, dreadful. Leaked to 9 goals and only scored 3. Where are these goals going to come from? The fans already are turning on the team. There was plenty of booing in the last home game that I remember, and long may it continue if they don't get the 3 points this week. Wolves, on the other hand, I've seen a couple of their games. I don't think they've played too bad, but my problem is their creativity in terms of scoring goals. They've only scored 3 goals, the same as West Ham. And conceding 7, if you're going 1-0 down, especially this season where they've started off, it's very, very tough to get back into it. For my prediction for the game, may be obvious to some, I'm going to be sitting on the fence here with a draw. Both need the win. West Ham probably more than Wolves, but I can't split them. And for that reason, I'm going to go for a West Ham 0, Wolves 0.
Man City versus Man United. It's the Manchester derby, so it's a very exciting game. Man United had like a really bad 2 games, the first 2 games of the season, but they've gotten on their feet now, and I don't think they've lost a game since their loss to us. Man City, they've been alright, they have Haaland. I think that this match it's not easy to predict, but it's not hard. I think Man City will win. I think they'll win maybe 2-1.
Leeds versus Aston Villa. Both teams not in the greatest of form so far this season. Both been a bit hit and miss, a bit Jekyll and Hyde, so to say. I think Aston Villa, they are the most Jekyll and Hyde. You don't know which one is going to turn up. Leeds, they've shown glimpses where they've played really well, especially at the start of the season. Got a few goals, Rodrigo playing really well, but they've come a little bit unstuck of late. And I think them amongst the 2 teams, they'll be the ones that will be looking to avenge their 5-2 defeat where they were pretty much embarrassed by Brentford. And they want to put that right in front of their own fans. And as much as I'd say this one's sort of like a down the middle, hard to decide game, I actually think the time off will have done them well. I think Jesse March is doing a bit of a better job than Steven Gerrard at the moment, especially with integrating his new players. So I'm going to go for a 2-0 Leeds United win on this one.
Premier League prediction. Week 9, finally, Premier League is back. Match I've been given for this week is Leicester versus Nottingham Forest. Leicester, where do I begin? Been shambolic this season. They look completely different to that team they were once upon a time. But yeah, it's looking bleak for them, to be honest. However, they are up against Nottingham Forest, who are also, I think, are not good enough to be in the Premier League despite all their signings. This match should benefit Leicester as they're coming up against Nottingham Forest at home, and it is their time. I think they are due a win, so summing it all up, I can see Leicester winning this 2-1.